Alright guys, today we'll be testing out the gemstone gauntlet and the x655 and compare them to see how much better the x655 is and how long it'll take to pay off itself. So anyways, I'm gonna do my experiments and yeah, get right into it. Alright, so before we start mining, um, I will um, say the gear that I have if you don't already know it. So it's maxed out Devon's armor and my um, gemstone gauntlet has compact 9, but that doesn't really affect how much money I make. Um, it has pristine 5, fortune 4, and efficiency 5. So that's going to be the same over here, but instead of compact 9, I have compact 1. And I don't have the drill engine yet, but it's gonna craft, so I will make the second part of the video tomorrow. And my pet is a level 100 bow with a bejeweled collar, and I have this much powder, 5 million mithril powder and 6.4 million gemstone. And let me just quickly go over my bottom tree. So yeah, that's everything in my bottom tree, and now let's just start mining. Alright, so I did get disconnected from the server again, but it was around the 56-minute mark, so let's do some math real quick. So 60 over 56 equals that amount. And yeah, let me compact everything and times my profits by that number to get the full number. But like that session was full of interruptions and lag since my gauntlet did was close to disappearing. So now let's compact everything down. Alright, so this is all I got in about an hour. So yeah, let's deposit everything into the bank and see how much we've made. So yeah, that's about 15 mil an hour. So wait, let's get this number. Let's say just 14.8. Yeah, 15.85, and if we want that to be more specific, we just go add in extra numbers. So yeah, about 15.9, and yeah, let's compare that with what we get from the x655. Alright, so let's compare the gemstone gauntlet and the x655. So the gemstone gauntlet is relatively cheap at around like 60 million to 65 million, whilst the x655 costs around 430 million, which is pretty expensive. The gemstone gauntlet makes 15.8 million an hour, whilst the x655 makes 18.9 million an hour. One thing to keep in mind is that I have really inconsistent internet. It doesn't always stay at 20 TPS. And I live in Australia, so I have around 300 milliseconds of ping, which will really affect my rates. So you probably make more than me because, bad internet. But yeah, the gemstone gauntlet will take 4 hours to pay off, whilst the x655 will take around 23 hours to pay off. The upside that the gemstone gauntlet has is that it does not need fuel, whilst the x655 does need fuel. But fuel is kind of cheap, like 3k per oil barrel or something like that. I'm not really sure, but it's really cheap. And my rates with the x655 are not maxed out because you can get the amber polished drill engine, which costs around 130 mil, but it'll increase your rates by quite a bit. The x655 makes about 20% more when compared to the gemstone gauntlet, but the gemstone gauntlet will help you start your mining journey. So if you're looking for like a budget mining setup, you should be using the gemstone gauntlet. So yeah, that's about everything to compare. So obviously I have to answer the question, is the gemstone gauntlet or the x655 better? Obviously the x655 makes more, but many people will not be able to buy it when they're starting a mining journey because it comes at a pretty hefty cost. So obviously many people would buy the gemstone gauntlet first, as it is one of the best stepping stones in mining. So overall, the x655 is better, but if you're on a budget, then the gemstone gauntlet will definitely be better. So it's really situational and depends on how much money you have to invest into your setup. Also, mining gear does sell pretty quickly because everyone wants to like get into mining since it makes pretty good money and isn't really that hard. So if you don't really like mining, you can always just sell your gear later and yeah, it'll be fine. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed and make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.